Hi guys, it's Rob from Access here. Today I'm joined by Naoto-san. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And we're talking Murdered Soul Suspect. Now, yesterday we asked you guys to put your questions to Square Enix, so I hope you don't mind. I've got a list of questions from our viewers we're going to fire at you.
Please go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, Atomic Vulture 97 asks, will the gameplay be like LA Noire, or is it going to be more of a traditional action game?
Well, I think it's closer to Eleanor, but we got influenced by so many games, so it's not like a single game, similar to just a single game.
John says, are there any systems in place to help people who might struggle with the investigations?
No, actually. So we don't want to do a hand holding stuff too much, and plus the investigation gameplay in this game is kind of straightforward if you're paying attention to. So I don't think anybody's gonna struggle and get completely stuck. Plus, you want to see how the story is going to unfold.
So, get your thinking caps on. Moneyballs asks, is there only going to be one murder investigation? And if there are more, are they going to be involved with the main story? Or are they like standalone individual side quests?
So there are several amount of cases that you are going to be involved, actually, on the main path. But on top of that, there's several side quests that you are going to help ghost NPCs to figure out what happened to them, and then help these guys to move on.
PrimaLogic88 asks, what makes the PS4 version different to the PS3 version?
So from the content standpoint, we did we wanted to make sure that we deliver the same experience to all the gamers, so we didn't change anything from that angle. But that said, the PS4 version definitely have a big visual upgrade, and since this game is atmospheric type, so the visual upgrade is going to be a huge value, I hope.
Fantastic. Words to Your Mother asks, are there more powers you unlock as you progress through the game, and if so, are they upgradable?
So there are unlockable supernatural abilities you're going to see in this game, but they are not upgradable.
Not upgradable?
No.
Quite a lot of people have asked, how long is the game?
So actually we have the question so many times from everybody. So we did a comprehensive test,
Okay.
but it's just so widely split it, and it's so wide range to the extent that we can't say the average gameplay hours. So it really depends on how you play this game. If you rush through, of course, you can finish this game soon, faster. But there's tons of stuff you can do, like interacting with ghost NPCs, living NPCs, do side quests, and collecting collectibles and stuff like that. And also, even in the single investigation scene, like you witnessed, you don't have to collect all the clues. But if you collect all the clues, then you get more context and you have a deeper understanding of what exactly happened. So it really depends on how you play it.
Sure.
But I would say, well, I'll hunch. If you do a decent portion of the optional interactions and stuff, then 8 to 10 hours.
Cool.
Yeah.
Mason Buckmayer asks, are you doing anything with the DualShock 4 controller mic or the touchpad?
Well, actually nothing significant, because we didn't want to retrofit those next gen
Sure.
features into it, and then we just rather wanted to focus on the core gameplay.
Sure. Newman92 asks, can you tell us anything about the digital strategy map?
Okay, so this game has tons of collectibles and side quests and optional interactions, and so this map is going to definitely help gamers to find out those things and check them and uncover all the stories, backstories behind the major characters, Ronan himself, and then the rich history of the town of Salem.
Brandon Del Real says, once you beat the story mode, is there anything else to do?
Actually, once again, like I said, there are tons of stuff, optional stuff you can do in this game, but as the story uncovers, unfolds, you really want to sort of turn the page fast.
Yeah.
And then miss a lot of those optional interactions. So the story-wise, I think if you finish it, then you don't need to visit the game. But there's so many other things you can do, and probably going back there checking those things will give you a sort of a deeper understanding of the core story, the critical story side. So I would definitely encourage gamers to go back to the game.
Andre Alameda says, can you tell us the frame rate and resolution on PS4?
Okay, so it's a native 1080p resolution wise, and frame rate wise is 30. We locked it to a 30 frames per second.
30 frames per second, 1080. Awesome Ashane says, can Ronan interact with the living?
Yes.
Yes.
So many things. Well, notably, a mind reading is probably the most common way to interact with living NPCs, and some of them is quite interesting actually. So because what they say and what they're thinking inside is completely different, and enjoy the gap.
And finally, Lowton18 asks, will the game change depending on the choices you make, or is it more of a set path throughout?
So Modern Soul Suspect has a single story arc, and then we really had a specific story that we wanted to tell. All the twists, we kind of implied, and then we wanted to punish those twist moments and all that stuff, so we focused on those moments rather than scattering on effort and to create multi branches.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for your answers, Naoto-san.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your questions. If you want to see more on Murdered Soul Suspect, don't forget to check out the channel, and also don't forget to subscribe, because we've got loads more amazing videos on everything PS4, PS3 and PS Vita.